Fighters, once again, I'm going to greet the Commander-in-Chief, the officials that are here with us today, the CCT members, the provincial leadership, the sub-regional leadership. We know that now we have sub-regional leadership, and we can already see the fruits of the sub-regional structures. They are here today to lead. Fighters, I am now going to call upon the chairperson of the province to welcome us.
Amandla! Amandla! Long live the EFF, long live! Long live the EFF, long live! Long live the EFF in Gauteng, long live! Long live the EFF in Gauteng, long live! Long live the EFF in Ekurhuleni, long live! Long live the EFF in the city of Johannesburg, long live! Long live the EFF in the city of Tshwane, long live! Long live the EFF in Sidibeng, long live! Long live the EFF in the West Rand, long live! Ripilele, Commander-in-Chief, Ripilele! Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live! Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live! Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live! Phansi Ramaphosa, Phansi! Phansi ANC, Phansi! Phansi Panyaza, Phansi! Phansi Tata Morero, Phansi! Phansi Action SA, Phansi! Phansi City, Phansi! Phansi Tagaza, Phansi! Family EFF, family! Amandla! Away, two! Greetings, Commander-in-Chief. Greetings to the officials of the Central Command Team. Greetings to the Central Command Team members, the Provincial Command Team members, sub-regional leadership of the EFF, ground forces of our people's movement. Comrade President, before you are the ground forces of the EFF. Before you are the volunteers of the EFF who have dedicated their lives on a daily basis to fight for the economic emancipation of our people. There are no enemies here, Comrade President. These are progressive forces of the movement who have stood the test of time. Even when they tried to kill many of them here, they remained resolute behind the banner of the EFF led by yourself, Commander-in-Chief. Before you, Comrade President, are those who toil the ground and who sweat the blood on a daily basis, calling for the removal of the ANC across all structures of government, particularly here in Gauteng. These are the comrades, Comrade President, who have put many of these governments that we find today below 50% by the ANC, subjecting it to a coalition government. These are progressive people, Comrade President, who are here to tell you that we are together in this thing of getting rid of Ramaphosa, of getting rid of the ANC. But these are also the same comrades, Comrade President, who say to us that Panyaza is the same General Cyril Ramaphosa. Just because they did not find dollars underneath his sofa does not mean we're housing. These are the same comrades who say that the people of the city of Johannesburg don't have water. These are the same people, Comrade President, who say to us that Tagaza has collapsed the city of Ekurhuleni because of his ego. These are the same comrades who say that the EFF in the city of Tshwane, today when you think of MMC EFF, showing that it is the only EFF that works in the city of Tshwane. These are the same comrades, President, who say that Lerato Maloka in City Bank, Ujile Chelete Limwana Haye, Baya Dubai, and they want them gone because they do not want the ANC. They remain resolute where the beret of the EFF with pride, put on the t-shirt of the EFF, do door to door without complaining, Comrade President. So before you are the progressive forces of Gauteng. Welcome to the city of Gauteng, Goba. When the EFF takes over government, as you said, we are going to turn this province into a metro. One metro. Amandla! Two!
Thank you very much, Chair. Amandla! Fighters, I am now going to call upon all the CCT members to come forward and wave to these people that have come to ensure that the president of the ANC must come and account for the dollars that were found under the sofas. We are here today, fighters, to make sure that we get rid of corruption. So fighters, I'm going to call upon all the CCT members to just come and wave. I don't know. Thank you very much, Commissars. Now I'm going to call upon the TG and the TSG to come and wave and say hi. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to call upon the SG to also come and greet today's message.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF! Viva! Viva EFF! Viva! Thank you very much, National Chair President. Mama, sizewena. Kodwa memorandum here. Sondela izolo ukuthi sifunde usizwe kahle ukuthi sizothini. The memorandum to the Constitutional Court of South Africa from the Economic Freedom Fighters. The unreleased Phala-Phala judgment and the failure of the court to uphold constitutional supremacy. The Constitutional Court Chief Justice Mandi Samaya. This memorandum is going to the Chief Justice, so there must be no confusion. She must receive it. The Economic Freedom Fighters present this memorandum to express our profound dissatisfaction and constitutional concern at the court's year-long delay in handing down the judgment in the Phala-Phala matter. This delay has created a crisis of confidence in the judiciary and has cast doubt on the principle that all persons, regardless of office, are equal before the law. We stand here to demand the immediate release of the long-reserved judgment. The Phala-Phala scandal began with the theft of an estimated $4 million in February 2020 from the Cyril Ramaphosa's private farm. The money hidden in furniture and never declared to the South African Reserve Bank and the South African Reserve Services as required by law is alleged to have been part of a purported buffalo sale to a Sudanese businessman. This explanation collapsed under scrutiny, particularly because the animals in question have never left the farm and the funds were never legally reported. Instead of reporting the theft to the South African Police Service as mandated by Section 34 of PRECA, the President used his personal presidential protection to conduct a secret, unlawful investigation involving the alleged kidnapping, interrogation, bribery, cross-border operations designed to suppress the scandal. This deliberate concealment was meant to protect the present private financial interest in direct violation of the Constitution and the law. The South African public learned of this crime only when the former state security agents, Director General Arthur Fraser, filed a criminal complaint in June 2022, exposing the breadth of illegal cover-up and detailing how the president's employees conducted an illegal operation in Namibia. What follows was a sequence of institutional failures designed to shield the president. Parliament appointed an independent panel in terms of Section 9 of the Constitution, led by former Chief Justice Sandile Ngcobo. The panel found a prima facie evidence that the president broke the law, violated PRECA, breached the Constitution, abused the state resources in an attempt to hide crime from formal channels. Yet, despite this, the African National Congress caucus in Parliament blocked accountability by voting to reject the panel's findings, ignoring the gravity of the evidence and the calls from the EFF and other parties for a secret ballot that would have allowed members of Parliament to vote without fear of intimidation. The institution's tasked with enforcing accountability additionally collapsed under the political interference. SARS reported no declaration of the foreign currency, yet took no action, despite prosecuting ordinary citizens for far less. The South African Reserve Bank produced a logically illogical report claiming that there was no completed sale, conveniently sidestepping the question of why undisclosed and undeclared foreign currency was hidden in furniture for years. The acting public protector released a flawed report absolving the president, despite massive contradictions, thereby undermining the very purpose of the office. Faced with a parliament that refused to act constitutionally and the institutions that bend themselves to protect Ramaphosa, the EFF and the ATM approached the Constitutional Court and were heard in November 2024. We argued that Parliament acted unlawfully and irrationally when it rejected the Section 89 panel report without debate and refused to allow a secret ballot. Our case demonstrated that the Speaker of Parliament violated the Constitution by denying MPs the opportunity to vote independently, and that the National Assembly failed its obligation to hold the executive accountable. Central to our submission was the argument that the Parliament's decision-making process was constitutionally defective because it prioritized party loyalty over constitutional duty, thereby subverting the impeachment mechanism established in Section 89. The EFF and the ATM therefore sought an order compelling the Parliament to reconduct the process lawfully, with a proper debate and a secret ballot, so that the MPs could decide on impeachment without coercion. This matter was heard by the Constitutional Court on the 26th of November 2024, and the judgment was reserved. This is exactly a year since this court has heard this case, and no judgment has been delivered. According to the norms and the standards for judicial officers issued in terms of Section 8 of Superior Courts Act, every effort shall be made to hand down judgment no later than 3 months after the last hearing. This time frame exists because justice delayed is justice denied, and because prolonged silence from the court undermines the constitutional rights, public trust and integrity of the judiciary. The delay of 12 full months, 4 times of the accepted judicial standard, has shaken the nation's confidence in the court's ability to act without fear, favor and prejudice. This is especially dangerous at a time when serious allegations of corruption in part of the judiciary have already cast shadows over the judicial independence. The continued withholding of the Phala-Phala judgment creates a perception that the Constitutional Court is unwilling to confront the President and the head of state. And this effectively means that each day that passes without the judgment deepens the public suspicions and weakens the credibility of our courts. We remind the courts that the Constitution does not permit selective justice, nor does it allow delays that benefit the powerful. It demands transparency, accountability, and equality before the law. A judgment concerning the impeachment process of a sitting president cannot be treated casually, buried under silence, or delayed without consequence. The implications of our democracy are too serious. For this reason, we formally demand that the Constitutional Court immediately release the judgment in the Parliament. The EFF submits this memorandum with the seriousness the moment it demands, urging the Constitutional Court to restore confidence by handing this judgment without further delay. Amanda! Amanda! Amen. Azosayina la. Koza nepen, kolezo isayina. Mama, so that says Gucci. Ifikile ku Chief Justice. Choo. Sailamo. Fighters asilalelane sizonikeza umama osihloniphile weza ngoba sibatshelile ukuthi siyeza namhlanje wasihlonipha uyidirector la iConstitutional Court ukuthi nje abeke amazwi ombalwa ukuthi areceive le memorandum namhlanje.
Thank you, fighters. My name is Zolega Sonjo. I am the director of the Constitutional Court. Today I am here to receive this memorandum. I will make sure that it is handed over to the Chief Justice today. Thank you.
Siyabonga kakhulu Chief Director. Amanda! Amanda! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF, viva! Long live the Commander-in-Chief, long live! Fighters, now is the time where we're going to call the #1 ground force of the economic freedom fighters, the fearless revolutionary, our president, the Commander-in-Chief, Comrade President, the fighters, the masses are waiting. Amanda!
Amanda! Amanda! Viva EFF, viva! Viva EFF, viva! Tata EFF, tata! Tata EFF, tata! Down with Ramaphosa, down! Down with Ramaphosa, down! Down with ANC, down! Down with DA, down! Fusek, Helen Zille, Fusek! Fusek, Helen Zille, Fusek! Amanda! Sabonga SG, thank you very much. Our national chairperson, DSG, TG, our central command team members who are here. They did not come, all of them, because we don't have time. It might rain at any time, and we don't want you to be affected by rain. There's also leaders of provinces who are here. I see the chairperson of Northern Cape, secretary of Northwest, secretary of Free State. I saw the chairperson of Limpopo and the chairperson of Mpumalanga said he brought people from Mpumalanga who are very happy, comrades, that you are here. And all of you from different provinces, the sub-regional leaders of the EFF and the ground forces of the EFF, I want to specially salute and congratulate all the sub-regional leaders who are elected to lead the EFF on the ground. Comrades, You have all passed the test. This is an evidence that the sub-regional structures can work the ground and the EFF will become government in all the sub-regions and metros here in Gauteng. We are very happy with our structures. The provincial leaders, the chairperson spoke on our behalf here. They led from the front, working with the Secretary General. Today, le proved or EFF is here to stay. The EFF will not go anywhere. The EFF is the organization of the people, is the protest movement, will always be at the picket lines when a call is made to defend the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. Comrades, you are here to defend the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. The Constitutional Court is not above the Constitution. It's a subject of the Constitution. Its existence comes from the Constitution itself. It is not the Constitutional Court that established the Constitution. It is the Constitution that established the Constitutional Court. It is the Constitution that allowed the independence of the judiciary and that judges must act without fear or favor. What we are seeing today, for more than a year, the Constitutional Court, the highest court in the land, cannot produce a simple judgment on whether Parliament acted rationally or irrationally when they voted against the panel recommendations. These comrades of Constitutional Court, they must know that they've embarrassed the whole country with the best constitution. We were told our constitution is the best, our constitution will protect us. How can the judges not use the constitution to protect the people of South Africa against a criminal that is occupying the office of the president? Comrades, we must not forget that Chief Justice Mogoeng said there was an attempt to capture the judiciary. The judiciary starts with the Constitutional Court. The judiciary starts with the Chief Justice. If judiciary is rotten, it gets rotten from the head. It means the rot starts from here. We need to stop the rot before it destroys the whole body of the judiciary in South Africa. Without judiciary, we are nothing. Comrades, we speak to you now. There is a judge that was arrested for corruption. Today, we have a judge that is arrested for corruption. Now we have a proof that judges can be corrupt. Why are these judges so scared of Cyril Ramaphosa? What will take educated judges to take more than a year? When they address each other, they say, a learned friend, a learned friend. Learned, you can't produce a judgment. What did you learn? Because the law is there. The role of the judge is not to write the law, is to interpret the existing law and make a judgment. How can it take 11 judges of the Constitutional Court to produce a single judgment? What is worrisome is that cases that came after our case on Phala-Phala, they have already made judgments on cases that came after us. But Phala-Phala is a difficult case. We need to tell the Chief Justice that for as long as Phala-Phala is not released, every month we are going to come here to make a picket in demand of the release of the Phala-Phala report. We will not allow judiciary to act as if they are above the law. We will not allow judiciary to act as if they are not touchable. We must show them that no one, including the judges, including the Chief Justice, is above the law. No one is above the law. So, comrades, there were dollars in Palapala. There is no secret. Everybody has agreed, including Ramaphosa. He said there were dollars in Palapala. Then he said he put the dollars in the sofa because the safe was not safe. How can the safe not be safe? Because the job of the safe is to be safe. How can the sofa be more safe than the safe itself? So fighters, how did the dollars find themselves inside South Africa? So many millions of dollars found their way here. We are told they were buying buffaloes. The buffalo, there is no buffalo that left South Africa. How can you buy the goods with so much money and leave it here in South Africa? We hope that G20 did not leave more dollars with Ramaphosa at his farm, because we know that every time there are people who use dollars, when they come into South Africa, they leave him with dollars. I hope the police will go and search just to make sure that there are no dollars which are left by delegates of the G20. Batoyi must also be arrested for defeating the ends of justice. How can Batoyi not arrest Ramaphosa after Ramaphosa accepted that he used dollars? Comrades, in South Africa there is only one currency that can be used to trade. Once you enter South Africa, it doesn't matter who you are, you use the rand. You don't use dollars. Once you use dollars, it's illegal, you must be arrested. Even in Sandton, Diamond Walk, where there are expensive things, where there are international tourists, they don't use dollars to buy. When an American goes to buy in Sandton City, Diamond Walk, they tell that person, hey, go and exchange the money there and come with the rands to buy here in South Africa. How can Ramaphosa be the only one that is allowed to use dollars? Why is he using dollars instead of the rand? Because he's the one who must be number one in defending the currency of South Africa and using the currency of South Africa. The only way Palapala will die is only if they allow the recommendation of the parliament panel that said there is a prima facie evidence that there is a case of impeachment for the president, and therefore the impeachment processes must kick in and the president must go and answer for those questions that the panel found. The ANC used its majority to reject the law. Now the law doesn't work according to majority. That's why even Parliament, if it can pass the law that is unconstitutional, even if we are a majority, that law is brought here, they reverse it and say go and change this law. It doesn't matter whether you voted it in majority or not. So majority does not mean rationality. Every decision you make must meet the rational test of the laws of the Republic of South Africa. Let this matter go back to Parliament. Let the Constitutional Court declare that Parliament must institute that process which was recommended by the panel so that we can impeach Ramaphosa. Fighters, impeachment is the highest form of discipline. When you discipline a judge, when you discipline a president. Motion of no confidence. If we pass motion of no confidence against Ramaphosa, he's going to get his salary for the rest of his life. He's going to get his benefits for the rest of his life. But if we impeach him, impeachment means he gets removed as a president and he loses all the benefits, including the salary. That is what we want. For this man, he has eaten enough. He can't go home and still eat our money. He must go home empty-handed and continue to eat his dollars outside the office of the president, outside government of the Republic of South Africa. This matter, we will never rest because no one is above the Constitution. There is nothing personal. There is everything constitutional. We are talking about us because that Constitution is a reflection of all of us. That Constitution comes from the blood of Solomon Mahlangu and Krisani and many others who died before for us to be where we are now. We will never allow Ramaphosa to urinate on the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa that came out of the killing of our own young people in Soweto and everywhere else. Fighters, let's remain disciplined. We are going to lead this struggle. Gauteng, unfortunately, the Constitutional Court is in your province. So you must know, every month we are coming here to demand that there must be the release of the Phala judgment. If they are used to business as usual, it's not going to be business as usual. The EFF is here to make sure that everybody does his or her job. The lower courts, the high courts, are demanded that once they've heard the matter and concluded the matter, they must release their judgment within 3 months. Those are the standards that this court has set for the lower court. How do you say those who fall under you, after 3 months they must release judgment when the matter is concluded, but you can take the whole year? If you say the lower ones can take 3 months, you must take 2 months to show them that you are leading by example and they must follow your example. Justice delayed is justice denied. 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 Amanda! Amanda! Aso in your fast, so in your fast. 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 Senhor, faz, Senhor, faz. Ó Senhor, faz, Senhor, faz. Hullet, Massa. Hullet, Kita, Kilame, Kilwata, Kamarumo, Asicha. Where were you when I'm sitting? Where were you when I'm drinking? Sofas kitchen, emoe. Sofas kitchen, edati. Kichima. Kichima. Sipram Kondo, Alliance. Shoot to kill, kill a man. Shoot to kill, come on, sir. Kill the boer, the farmer. Kill the boer, the farmer. I repeat, kill the boer, the farmer. Kill the boer, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Regime.
Amandla, away too.
Ralebua fighters on behalf of the PCT of Gauteng, Ralebua Tshwane Region 1, Ralebua Tshwane Region 2, Ralebua Tshwane Region 3, Ralebua Tshwane Region 4, Ralebua Tshwane Region 5 and 6, Ralebua Ekurhuleni Central, Ralebua Ekurhuleni South, Ralebua Ekurhuleni Far East, Ralebua Ekurhuleni East, Ralebua Johannesburg A, Ralebua Johannesburg B, Ralebua Johannesburg C, Ralebua Johannesburg D, Ralebua Johannesburg E, Ralebua Johannesburg F, Ralebua Johannesburg G, Ralebua the people of Mfuleni, Ralebua Mid Valley, Ralebua Lesedi, Ralebua Ren West, Ralebua Mokhale, Ralebua Marafong, Ralebua Gaufela, Batumaru Nabamo Gauteng, Ralebua Grand Forces of the EFF, Ralebua the VDCC, the EFF Gaufela, Ralebua the Grand Force the EFF Gaufela, Leritwere Gamutsi Mo Gauteng Mo, Lekubeka Namuho, Ralerata Gaufela, Isiasia Naramrata, down Donald Trump, down! Down Donald Trump, down! Ralebua fighters, the bastard na ditengo morao, di beile go phakele tsamaya hantle. Sub-regional secretaries kaofela rona re sebedisa hantle le maphodisa a rona le dikereke tse re di visitileng kaofela mo sub-region F bo baruti ba ba rapeletseng gore ntho ya rona e tsamaya hantle. Ra le leboha Grand Forces of Ekurhuleni North. I forgot you. Amandla! Away too! Thank you very much.